After a family wheeled this tire into a vet's, staff saw the helpless creature trapped inside. It's not every day that a tire is wheeled into a vet's office, so when one family did just that, they no doubt raised some eyebrows. However, after the veterinary employees had noticed what exactly was trapped inside the wheel, they realized they had a rather grave situation on their hands. Specifically, the family and their tire had ended up at Piper Memorial Veterinary Center, an animal clinic in Middletown, Connecticut. The center provides a number of services for local pets, including surgery and dentistry, as well as emergency 24-hour care for animals in need. As a result, employees at the center are likely used to coming across creatures in all manner of sticky situations. However, one animal that the hospital treated in October of 2017 may have been in the most perilous position yet. After a period of play, she had gotten her head stuck right inside the wheel. Luckily though, a human helper had noticed her predicament in the nick of time. Unfortunately though, neither the person who had first seen the creature nor anyone else present at the scene could free her themselves. As a result, they took the decision to simply transport the wheel, trapped animal and all, to Piper Memorial. The family also called ahead so that the vets knew what to expect once they arrived. However, the forewarning did little to temper the center staff's shock when the animal arrived. We didn't know how she was stuck or how big of a tire it was, Jesse Ferguson, marketing manager at Piper Memorial Veterinary Center, told the Dodo in November of 2017. It was a surprise, therefore, when they walked into the lobby with a full-sized car tire. It may even have been the case that the tire looked particularly large by comparison to the tiny animal it had ensnared. That's because the creature was in fact a 4-month-old kitten called Cookie, and it's likely that she had given her family quite the scare when they'd found her head jammed inside the wheel. As for how she'd ended up trapped in the first place, well, apparently the curious little kitty had been exploring her owner's garage when she came across the spare tire, and for some reason the animal seemingly thought that it was a good idea to stick her head into the central hole of the wheel. It may not have taken long for Cookie to realize her mistake, however. By that point, it was much too late for Cookie to do anything. She'd become completely wedged. Luckily for the little cat, though, the family had recognized the gravity of the situation and so transported her to Piper Memorial Veterinary Center, the best place for help. And after Cookie's family had wheeled her into Piper Memorial, the staff there were confident that they could indeed assist her. Once I realized she's only stuck her head through the tire on her own, being a silly kitten, then the situation became less frightening, Ferguson revealed to the Dodo. She wasn't hurt at all, just stuck. But as it turned out, and even if she had seemingly found it simple to ensnare herself in the first place, the process of removing Cookie from the tire was a tricky one. Consequently, the vets were going to have to use some force to free the trapped kitten, a fact that didn't go down too well with Cookie herself. Cookie was kind of stressed, Ferguson would explain to the Dodo. It's what was making it so difficult to get her out of the tire. However, despite the potential peril of her predicament, she was apparently otherwise unaffected. I think she was doing pretty well, considering, Ferguson added. Then, after some perseverance, the clinic staff managed to free Cookie from the wheel. And, remarkably, the kitten had escaped her adventure pretty much unscathed. She was exhausted, but otherwise completely unharmed, Ferguson revealed. Cookie's family may also have been pleased to hear that the wheel had remained undamaged after the issue, and so that too was subsequently returned to them for safekeeping. Indeed, it was a happy ending all around. Success stories like this one are good for everyone involved, Ferguson would later comment in the Dodo. What's more, and perhaps due to the uniqueness of Cookie's situation, the veterinary center couldn't resist posting about the kitten on its Facebook page. Never a dull day at Piper read the update from October 2017. Meet little Cookie, a 4-month-old kitten who was playing in the garage and decided to stick her head through a tire. The message continued, after trying everything they could to get her out, her family brought Cookie in to see us. Our team in the emergency room was able to quickly get her free from the tire rim. Now she's resting from her exciting day. She's going to be just fine. And, perhaps unsurprisingly, the post attracted quite a lot of attention among Piper Memorial Veterinary Center's more than 3,000 followers. Almost 700 people reacted to the story, for instance, while over 80 individuals left comments below the details of Cookie's rescue. Lots of the messages sent the center's way, moreover, praised the good work that the clinic carries out. One of the many, many reasons why I adore you guys. Thanks for coming to poor Cookie's rescue, read one of the gushing comments. Meanwhile, another Facebook user added, Dr. Piper was my vet, and he took such good care of the animals. I'm happy to see the continuing love. Keep up your fantastic work. However, alongside the comments that commended the vets, at least one person was left bemused by how the kitten had gotten stuck. "Cats never cease to amaze me with their crazy antics," they wrote. Another individual, meanwhile, made light of the situation by quipping, "Guess you could say she's having a good year." Among the many messages, however, were a couple of Cookie's own Mariah Kimbrell, and she seemed astonished that her little kitty was so popular online. "That's our cat Cookie," she wrote. "Wow, she's famous now, all because her curiosity got her head stuck." Kimbrell subsequently added that Cookie had been quick to recover from her ordeal. "She's been playing all day since she got home," she wrote, "so it appears that it will take more than a stuck head to cure this cat's curiosity. It appears, though, as if her owner wouldn't have it any other way."